Hello. The world is changing rapidly, have you noticed? And we are being invited to change, to shift, to grow, to let go of who we thought we were, of who we thought we had to be. And so this meditation is designed to assist you in relaxing into the expansiveness of your being, to assist you in breathing through the shifts that we're going through, which are huge. We are being invited, challenged to let go of who we thought we were, of who we thought we had to be, of old, limited, and limiting ways of thinking, of the notion that not only can we control everything and hold on to everything and keep things the way they were, but the harder we try to do that, the more we create this disconnect, this tension, because we're expanding so fast that the old containers, the whole notion that we could wrap our heads around everything, contain them, figure them out, control them all, is falling away. At least that's my experience. And if that's something that you can relate to, this meditation may be helpful to you. That is my hope in letting go, releasing into the expansiveness that is taking place. And to know that it's not letting go of your sense of who you are. It is redefining and claiming a new sense of who you are, of who you truly are, of who you are becoming. And so I invite you to allow your mind to expand. And however it feels appropriate to you, through this meditation, if you would like your eyes to be closed or opened, it does not matter. And it doesn't matter if that shifts through the course of our journey together. I invite you to focus on your breathing. Invite the breath in and let it go. Invite it in and let it go. Let it all go. The more we're willing to let go of our breath, the more space we can create for the next breath to come in. But if we're afraid to let it go, if we're afraid, but what if there's not enough air? What if I'm being greedy by breathing? Well, what if you're not? It's how we're designed. We're designed to be self-cleansing with breath. And as we exhale, yes, we're releasing carbon dioxide. Plants need them. So please plant plants. So that with every breath, you're opening more and more space. You're not forcing anything. You're allowing breath to pour in and allowing breath to pour out. And imagine you're sending roots into the earth through your ankles and through your feet. You're establishing this phenomenal root system. You're really opening to support the earth with that root system, even as you allow her to feed and nourish and support you, the way she supports trees and flowers. And you're unwinding through your ankles, through your calves, through your knees, through your thighs, through your hips, through your lower back, just releasing any tension that's there. And if it helps to move a little bit so that you can feel that, if it helps to get up and walk around, whatever serves you is perfect. And imagine a grounding cord out the base of your spine, your connection with the center of the earth. And that grounding cord may be very fine, like a thread or a laser beam, but it could be huge, like the trunk of a tree or a waterfall, the end of the rainbow, as big as your room or your house. And you can use that grounding cord to let go of anything you don't want to hold on to. Nervous energy, you can shake it out, let it pour down the grounding cord. Fear, anxiety, frustration, doubt, anger, sadness, anything. And you don't have to know what it is to let it go. You may simply have that intention. For truly, as we let go, we allow more breathing space, more space for transformation. We get encouraged to fear change, but it's the one thing we know is going to happen. Things are going to change, and as we embrace that, we are able to transform more gently, more easily. But the more we bucket, the more we try to hold on to the notion that no, things have to stay exactly as they are, the more anxiety we create for ourselves. You can see that in our children, right? If we don't support them in growing up, in becoming who they came here to be and who they can be, then our energy can only work to stifle their growth, to try and keep them 12 years old or 5 or 16. Not our job, and it doesn't support their becoming. And so how can we, with every breath we take, relax into, release into the changes that we are undergoing? Claiming growth and transformation in service to our highest and greatest good, and the highest and greatest good for all. And so now I'd like you to imagine that you're taking off a helmet, a hood, crown, anything that might bind the energy around your head. Imagine you're releasing all of that. So that you're opening up space to allow light from your soul to pour in. And at any time, if any of my words are not resonating with you, please change them, redefine them. If the image of light pouring in doesn't work for you, what does? Air, water, gold, colors, whatever works for you. I just happen to use the word light. And how the notion of lightness can buoy us up and allow us to fly, support us in flying, as well as the notion that things are lighting up for more ease and more clarity. So I'd like to invite you to imagine that you are inviting in the light of your soul. And as it's pouring in, it's igniting your spine. Your spine is lighting up like a Christmas tree. And it's as if the crown of your head and your tailbone are floating away from each other. So there's a vertebra in a space of air and a vertebra in a space of air. Literally more breathing space, not because we're forcing anything, but because we're allowing. And that light is pouring through your entire skeleton. It's literally cleansing and refreshing your bone marrow. So your bones are getting longer and stronger with every breath. With breathing space. No, I'm not imagining that your bones are literally stretching, but that the bone marrow keeps cleansing. And light's pouring through your tendons and ligaments so that the bones may support each other. And light is pouring through your musculature, releasing any tension, any binding, releasing any lactic acid from your muscles. So your muscles are getting longer and stronger, hanging on the bones rather than gripping. So even as you work out, imagine you're breathing and you're allowing. So yes, you're contracting your muscles, but you're also allowing them to expand and release. You're not losing any of your elasticity because of that strength. And that's a shift as well, because we are so encouraged to believe that to be safe, to protect ourselves, we need to armor ourselves. But how much does that shut us down? And as we're expanding, one of the things that we'll keep exploring is that it's not about claiming territory. It isn't about dominating anyone else's space. It is simply about claiming our own. And that amazing breathing space. And now imagine that light is pouring through your tendons and your ligaments, your musculature, and now through your blood and plasma, that you are oxygenating your blood and plasma with every breath. You're opening up flow through your veins and through your arteries. There's this amazing dynamic dance that goes on through our bodies. What if we open to embrace that rather than feeling like we need to hold on or shut down? So that oxygenated blood and plasma is flowing through and opening up flow and ease through your veins and your arteries. And that oxygenated blood is flowing through every organ, cleansing every organ, updating every organ, assisting every organ in remembering. It knows how to function optimally, easily, effortlessly. And not only that, it knows how to lend support to all of your other organs and to receive support from them by simply doing what it does. Your body is a masterpiece of collaboration and interconnection. Well, what if we utilize that as a model for how we function in the world? And how claiming our own radiant health can only support everyone that we come in contact with in being their best and claiming their own radiant health. We can't do that if we're trying to control their experience or lock down our own. And so as you allow and celebrate light pouring through every organ and these systems of mutual support, light is pouring through your connective tissue, where memories can be stored. Imagine that you're allowing any trauma to dissolve away out of your connective tissue, easily and effortlessly. What if you don't have to define yourself by any of that anymore? It's an experience, not trying to deny it, but not being defined by it at all. light pouring through your skin, light pouring through all of your energetic systems. So you're just radiating, you're shining like a sun, like a star, easily and effortlessly, allowing your incredible heart to shine. I believe that we get encouraged to believe that opening our hearts is dangerous, that we must armor them, that just means being vulnerable. Well, what if we redefine what power and vulnerability means? We're encouraged to believe that power is a holding on, a locking down, a gripping, and that has no breathing space. We're encouraged to believe that vulnerability is just open to any damn thing that might come flying at us. But what if shining the magnificence of your heart is the safest thing that you could do? What if with every breath you take, you have crystal clear boundaries and you can open to support from the universe in creating those crystal clear boundaries? So there is room for your heart to shine, and know that it's incredibly safe because you're claiming the strength of your heart. What if every breath you take, you're allowing the transformations that are taking place and you are claiming them for yourself in ways that truly serve your highest and greatest good and the highest and greatest good for all? Simply setting that intention. But that makes all the difference in the world. It is not about controlling everything we can't. Have you noticed? But we can operate from intention, from loving intentions that help us to be the best that we can be, that assist us in supporting others in being the best that they can be. And so imagine now with every breath that light is pouring through your cellular structure, that you're allowing your cells to be cleansed, to be refreshed, light pouring through every molecule, through every atom. Are we all of that at once? Yes, we are. We are molecular and cellular and atomic all at the same time. They are different systems of reference, that's all. Imagine the lights pouring through your RNA and your DNA for radiant health and clarity and ease and flow, as literally we intend to redesign how we think of ourselves. Embracing the transformations that we are undergoing. Trusting the flow rather than the holding on. Even as we set our intentions for where we want our energy to go and how we want it to flow. And so my wish for you this day is that you may shine your beingness, your becomingness throughout this day, this evening, this night, this morning, this week, this month, this year. Embracing all that you are becoming with crystal clear boundaries so you feel incredibly safe. And that you know and remember there is plenty of room for you to expand and be everything that you are. And there is plenty of room for everyone else to expand and be everything they are, all at the same time. You are an amazing being of light, and I honor you and I celebrate you. Happy shining. Namaste.